need to talk, dudes. This is a trigger warning, guys. If those of you watching are of a sensitive nature and feel like, you know, against the monstrosities that are the LGBTQ community, and sinning for that matter, you may get triggered if you continue on with this video. And I think that in the long of it, you can either leave right now, or you can get your trigger veils on. I feel that that would be best for you. This is going to be done in one shot. Oh, this music's pretty nice. This is going to be done in one shot because I have spooked up my editing software again, and this is all I got, dudes. This is all I got. Okay, today in this video I'm all Christmased up and it's gonna get emotional. It's gonna get real. I've got the gloves on. You know that when I'm playing piano music and I've got the gloves on, you know it's gonna be real, okay? I got my weird hobo gloves because it's Christmas time. And I'm feeling fine, okay? And I'm like Ethan from H3 Productioning my top half up. So today, despite me being a silly and screwing up my recording stuff, I am going to be speaking to you about life as a dude that isn't quite a dude. It's gonna get emotional. I hope you guys don't cry too much. I'm crying on the inside, like, all the time, so, you know. I feel the tears on their way, you know? I mean, I don't really have a soul, but I feel there's tears somewhere underneath. Okay, so, oh god, my hair. Okay, so as this is in one take, I'm gonna try and hurry this shit up. But I don't even know, like, if there's any questions that any of you guys have, feel free to put them down in the comments and I will answer them anytime. But I don't know if this is the same with any other trans people. But I mean, it's kind of, most people are like, oh, don't be self-conscious and stuff, but it's kind of in the description of trans to be self-conscious about your body. That's like the thing, you know? I know obviously some aren't and some are, but it's just the thing that you're not in the right body. You don't feel, I mean, I'm sure if the rest of humanity saw me as I see me, which is a guy, but most, like, I probably wouldn't bother wanting to change myself. I don't know what it is. Sometimes when I'm around my friends, I just totally forget that I even have, you know, the wrong body or whatever. I'm gonna take these off because they're really pissing me off. When I'm around my friends, I like totally forget, because even when they're like, you know, speaking about me behind my back, not in a bad way, but like when they're like speaking about me, even between themselves, they still use he and everything, and it's great. Like today I was in biology class and my teacher put up on the board and one of the reviews, and it was like, yeah, he's a great student, and that just felt great, you know? I was having a goof and a gaff about it before with my teachers, but that was a spoof, you know? That was worthy of a lift and pull, you know what I'm saying? Like, it made me feel as confident as the lift and pull does. If anyone ever watched that video, I will put a little link here somewhere. That was a great video, you know, my unique style. And since a lot of people have been like, oh, you were so pretty before, like, and I used to be very confident how I looked before to other people, but now I'm confident in who I am. Like before I was like, yeah, I think I look great, and now I'm more confident in who I am than how I look. because I am myself. I will show you guys at some point in the future, because it's only been, what, a few months that I've come out as trans. It's been a long process, but only a few months is when I've come out, and I know people are probably fed up of hearing me, you know, go on about it, but it is such a big change in my own personal life that, you know, it ends up being something that pops up in conversation with me. Yeah, I just feel like it was sudden. I'll tell you guys how it started. I was, what I'm wearing right now is great. It started, I was literally just sitting at this computer. I clicked on a video that was on the computer, and it said female to male transitions for trans men, and I clicked on it and I was like, okay, so what even is this? So I clicked on it and I was like, oh, this is actually a pretty interesting like video. And then at the beginning it was just a really slow transition, pre-T and everything, and then after testosterone I saw the sudden transition into a male, and then that's when I started thinking. So I'll tell you a little bit about, for the people who don't know, most people watch this from my Facebook, so most people know about it, but it started when like my dysphoria started a little bit before, and all I can remember really is I first came out as being lesbian, being gay, and this music's fucking brutal, mate. I first came out as being gay, and I just thought I was butch, a bit, you know, more masculine, but in the end over that summer holiday I started like, and before the summer holiday, when people used to call me like, oh yeah, this girl, or when they used to specifically speak of me as a girl, I wouldn't like it. So first I thought, I went through so many different things. I thought I was gender fluid because I was going backwards and forwards, and then I thought I was gender neutral on my gender. I went through everything, and I was a bit confused through the summer holiday and just before the summer holiday, and all my friends, thank you guys for helping me out. I mean, like some of my best friends like Abby Brennan and Dom and Callum and everyone in the group. I'm just trying to think, Kian, Charlie, Kath, Jazz, everyone. Thank you guys so much for helping me through all this, because it does mean a lot. It's quite a big part of my life now. Obviously it's going to be the rest of my life, and there's a lot of big decisions that I have to make from now. Thank you guys for being supportive where my family necessarily haven't, because even when I came out as being gay, you guys were like, yes, you know, I support you, you are feeling happier now. And I started dressing more masculine, they were like, yes, you can do that. And then yeah, over the holiday I was just like, I didn't feel comfortable with being called a girl and being called Tia. I look ridiculous. I started not being comfortable with being called Tia, and then I went into my group chat and I asked them, I was like, what would you call me if you called me a guy's name? I was like a bit confused about it, and a few ideas came up. I remember Danny was one, which was actually a pretty cool name, but there was Toby is the name that I go by now. I want to legally get it changed to Tobias. But I remember my friend Frankie, thank you Frankie, they were just like, yeah, Frankie, they were just like, what about Toby? And I thought about, because when I was a kid I used to have this imaginary friend called Toby. I know it's like a weird thing, but it was something that was quite personal to me in the end. So I thought yes, and then I started mentioning it to friends like, I prefer if you called me this. After a while I changed it on Facebook and all that kind of stuff, and just before summer is when I cut my hair, and I slowly changed. I stopped wearing makeup throughout summer, and then at the end I just started generally getting better in that sense. And yeah, even now I just buy men's clothes. I remember the first day I felt so insecure about going out and buying men's clothes, but when I came home and I could go into college and wear them, and one of the biggest upsides of, I think, my entire month last month was the fact that I could fit into men's shoes. Like, I mean, I may have to wear fluffy socks with them, but I could fit into a size 7 men's shoes, and that they let me into the men's dressing room. And you know that last month my head teacher at my college came up to me and he was like, is that who you want to be? Like, is that who you are? Do you want to be referred to in this way? And it's the fact that people have actually, you know, been quite supportive in the whole thing, you know? This music is fucking beautiful, by the way. And now I've got onto, I don't know where the sheet is, but I've got onto one of the gender identity clinics waiting list, the Laurels Fund in Exeter, and I know it's going to be about a year until I finally get into it, but that is a year when, you know, for the rest of my life it's going to change from there. And I'm going to document all of my process actually when I'm on testosterone, but it should be a while, it should be a year and a half before I finally get on it. But just to say, you know, I lack confidence in my body, but I don't lack confidence in who I am now. I just definitely wanted to say thank you to everyone. I know I already have so much and I'm rambling, but I just wanted to say thank you so much to everyone who's, heck, even on my channel, if it's 20 views on a video, which is about what I get, that's still crazy that 20 people have decided to watch the shit that I upload. I guess it just means so much. I'm not usually a deep person, but, you know, I think that in this world you reap what you sow, and I have been trying to, in all aspects of my life, show equality and just help people out no matter what things they're going through, and I feel like I've really got that back. I've recently got the thing of Equality and Diversity Officer at South Devon College, and I feel like I just want to help other people out who are in my position, because I know what it felt like to have all that support. I don't really know what else to say. There's so much more to just what I'm saying, because I remember that one night, which I haven't really told anyone, the one night when because I'm not really an emotional person, the one night when I watched the female to male transition one, it was so many emotions all at once, which I don't really have, so I'm kind of a sociopath, honestly, that I couldn't really think that night. I kind of just like broke down a little bit, and it was just the fact that though it was such a change that you suddenly are like, shit, maybe I do identify as a guy, because I thought why am I trying to dress as a guy? Is it just because, you know, like I'm butch or whatever? I know I don't really like saying stuff like that, but, or is it because I maybe identify differently? And I've never been, like, before I was experiencing some dysphoria even in my trans thing. I was like, is this really it? Is this really it? And like, if any of my family were just like, you know, it's probably just a phase, I would have listened to them back then, because I was like, I would think, well, maybe it is, honestly. But now I've never been more comfortable, yet not comfortable at all. Like, it's a weird thing. I've never felt more comfortable, yet so uneasy at the same time. But I know that from now this is who exactly I want to be, and I just thank everyone that's there for me. So please ask any questions, message me if you're having dysphoria or any other problem at all, especially if you go South Devon College. I am the Equality and Diversity Officer. I want to help you out. So thank you guys, and thank you guys for watching all of my videos. I will see you soon. Goodbye.